The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Tennessee Titans. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Time with Johnson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to look for some big yardage.
He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, here's Watson. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And down to the 27-yard line. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Faking the give. Now Watson going for it all. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On second down, it's Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jeffrey Simmons able to record his 5th sack of the season. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
3rd and long.
Out of the gun, Watson. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. First and goal from just inside the 5. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans.
Touchdown, Houston.
Duke Johnson His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good.
7, Titans nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And 9.
And it looks like they've got 6 DBs on the field here for a 3rd and 9. Tannehill. This is Jeff Swaim, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
At the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A first down carry for Henry. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
He's tackled at the 40.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Running jet sweep here, Humphreys. Room here to run. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time, but it'll be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
They could game catch the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
That defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 38. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. On 1st and 10, Watson, screenplay, Johnson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
To Duke Johnson.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Stepping up, he'll try and run. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Texans 7, Titans nothing.
This won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
10-yard line.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and make sure he spills it for a small gain.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
The ball carrier.
Duke Johnson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Not a bad start for him. 2 drives for the offense, 2 rushing TDs.
Almost like he's in the percussion section in the band, isn't it? Got a little oomph, right? Got a little crash, got a little bang. He's got it all as he gets to the end zone. 2nd rushing touchdown, as you noted, on 2 drives. He's off to a terrific start.
Okay, you ready? Wait for it. But fielded near the back of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Tannehill on 3rd down. And it's complete. Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 42-yard line. Here's Tannehill. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To the air again, Tannehill. And this one is incomplete. Jeff Swain, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Again, Tannehill. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fair catch called for and taken just inside the 10-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Watson to give. This is Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Watson just beating the play clock. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
At the 31.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And out across midfield down to the 45.
Again, the ball
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Hey, 31. Mark 54. Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. And he's going to get this inside the 30. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Down, Houston.
Off of play action, it's Watson rolling to his right. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Running from the gun with Henry. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they can't bring him down. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Titans have made this a 1-score game. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now a first down throw, Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Zach Cunningham. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Y'all playing the wrong football. Hey, switch clock.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick.
Tannehill's pass.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. After the interception, here's Watson. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will make it into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll run it again with Henry. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
From the gun on third down, Tannehill. He finds Humphries. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
2nd and 10, Tannehill once more. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Texans 21, Titans 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39.
At the 39-yard line.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Check 26, check 26. Tight right, tight right. I got you, I got you.
Off play action, Tannehill. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 37-yard line. Derrick Henry. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Derrick Henry on the carry.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
2nd and 7.
Second and 7, operating from the 34.
To throw is Tannehill. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
Watson, off play action. Rolling, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. On 3rd down, Johnson. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Titan football
At their own 35-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
And here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Push him back. Push him back.
Again, it's Johnson. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Down right at the line.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Down.
On the jet sweep, here comes Fuller. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards on the play and a 1st down.
And
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. The busy night continues for Johnson. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Malcolm Butler.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They go to Johnson again. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
15. 1st down, Houston. That's the
Back now in Nashville.
with the score.
It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Johnson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
3rd down.
a 20th carry for Johnson.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
Now 4th down.
So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. This to make it a 3-score game late. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
7-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Henry, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. J.J. Watt just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes him manageable now.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
At the 4-yard line.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Tannehill. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Here's Henry, and he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. And he's got it up and through.
That's the score. Texans 24, Titans 14.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
48-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he is going to get this close to the 1st down markers. He's brought down at the Titans' 43-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
On 1st down, it's Johnson. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
2nd and 9 at the 33-yard line.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. He may try and run for this. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 miles. I'm coming after you. I'm coming. Defense still with 3.